Hi and welcome to my Friday Fun Fold video. It's Patty from pspapercrafts, and today we are going to make a 3-panel Z-fold card. So, you know, million Z-folds. This is a little bit different. It's got the card base showing over here, and this is kind of hanging off. And when you open it, you've got the full scene. So this is really good for a paper that has a scene. So this is from the Beautiful Gallery. This paper, I loved it. It is on Last Chance, so it is marked down. And it just has some really pretty florals. They almost look like artwork, like you'd see a painting. That's what it kind of reminds me of. But this is on sale, and I figured I would use it up because I have some. I use the Exciting Times stamp set for this. Now there is a punch that will punch this oval, but I just stamped it on this and cut it. It's straight cuts and then this little divot here. And it's got the happy birthday to you. And you do need a small sentiment for this. This is very narrow, so I thought the let's celebrate would work. But isn't it pretty? It kind of folds like this, but when you open it, I thought it was nice. And I got this... I don't know who the originator is. I never know. But I watched Rachel Tessman, she's amazing, make the card. And I kind of followed her directions and her measurements. She did not use a white mat, and I will not be using it on the next card. So in my my link for my project sheet, which if you look below the video in the description, hit more, and you'll see a bunch of links to my online store, to my blog, project sheet, my card club, all of those are there. And if you look at the project sheet, you'll see I have the measurements with and without the mats. So there's there's 3 mats actually, and then this is your inside piece, whether you use a mat or not. Okay, so let's get started. Today we're going to use this Velvet Meadow paper. I got the name right, yay. The Velvet Meadow, it has a lot of velvet, I guess, accents in it. So a lot of the white is actually velvet. You can't see it, but it's there, and it's really neat. So this is not a seam, so I wanted to show you something different. I have my pieces cut, and I'll show you what I used for this. So this is Peaceful Pine, and then the paper from Velvet Meadow. And I used the scalloped blooms. I'm going to use the Happy Birthday. And then I used this die for this, and I cut 2 of them. And this is Cloud Cover. And then in this suite, there's also the Boutique Blooms dies. So I just took a branch, but you can use any branch. And I cut them in the Cloud Cover. So let's get started. It's really an easy card. Let's start with the card base. So it's, you know, half a piece of your 8.5 by 11. This is an A2 size card that we use in the US. So it's 5.5 by 8.5, and we are going to score it in 2 places. So let me get my trimmer out, and we are going to score it. I'm going to put the 8.5 side up here, and we're going to score it at 1 1/2. So 1 1/2, make sure it's straight along here, and make sure you're using the scoring tool. And then we're going to score it at 4 1/4, which is our normal. I think I have oil on my hands. I've been using this Beauty from Bees oils, and I think I have it on my hands. I see it on my paper. Let me go wash my hands. I can see that it's coming off. I just got out of the shower, and it's really a great product because I have very dry skin, but let me just wash them. Okay, I'm back, so that should be better. I'm going to cover all of that up, so no problems. So we just scored at 1 1/2 and 4 1/4, and now we're going to just burnish them. And then this one is going to flap back. So I'm going to burnish. I always go in where the groove is. I always start my burnishing that way. And then I put it in the direction that it needs to go in. Okay? And this, well, I'll get to that step. The next one is we are going to have a 6 wide by 5 1/4. So it's going to go like this, right? but you're going to cut this, and we want to keep the pattern, so that's why I didn't just cut individual pieces. So we're going to start with 6 by 5 1/4, and we'll get our trimmer out. And you want to keep these in order, especially if it's a real like scene like this. Okay, it won't matter as much with this, but you want it to look nice, so I would say keep it in order. So the first one you're going to cut at 2 3/4. Okay, and we're gonna, this is number 1, and then the second one is 1 1/8. So 1 1/8, and then the last one should be the correct size, but let's make sure. This is 2 1/8, so 2 1/8. So it all fits 6 across. All right, so that's those pieces. So if you were to do the mats, I'll just go over that. So the mat, I kept these the same size. So the mat is just 1/8 of an inch wider and taller. Okay, so the whole piece would be 5 3/8. Is that right? 5 and 1 2 3. Yes, 5 3/8, and then the width would be 2 7/8 for this one, and 1 1/4 for this one, and 2 1/4 for this one. Okay, but again, they'll be in the project sheet, so don't worry about it. So now this one, so if you're going to use the mats, add all of these to the, you know, coordinating mats, and then this is going to come over here. It seems like you would put it here, but you're going to put it over here. Okay, and it's going to cover the inside of the card. All right, so let's start. We want to put our adhesive here, because if you put it here, you have to figure out where to put it, and you don't want it to hang over. So let's put our adhesive here. I'm going to use my Seal Plus, and we're just going to come over here, and then we want to have this with a border, top, bottom, side, kind of equal. Okay, I love this paper. It's really pretty. And you're going to think this is so plain, but that's where this comes in, right? Then this piece, the next piece going, is going to come right here with a little border along this fold line. I think in the instructions I said just to the left of the score line or the fold line. Let's move these out so you can see what I'm doing here. And you could use whatever adhesive. I go back and forth between liquid glue, and let's make sure it's the right way. I don't want to have it upside down. But I go back and forth between liquid glue and the Seal Plus. So you want the top to kind of, and the bottom. Okay. And then this one is going to come to the right of this. And again, you want to make sure it's the right way. So just double check everything. Super easy, right? And the same thing, you're going to want to make sure that the top and bottom, it kind of looks smooth and everything looks like it's evenly spaced here. Okay, so pretty. And then this one, this is a kind of a weird, this is what Rachel said, you can make it smaller if you want. This is 1 13/16. Those are the tiny, tiny lines by 5 1/4. And this is our inside layer. Now, I was trying to figure out what to use. So on this one, I'm using a happy birthday, and I'm going to use have a good day. We're going to do that in the Peaceful Pine ink. And I have it all mounted. Not the best sentiment for a birthday. I mean, it's a good one. Depends on who you're giving it to. But you always can write what you want to write in there. So have a good day. I kind of did it up high. And then while we're here, let's do our happy birthday while we're stamping. Let's put this aside. So I thought these were fun. And I saw this online, if I could pick it up, where it was just kind of offset like this, and I thought that was cool. And then I can hide these in between. So on this card, I actually cut a second label. because these were kind of, I stuck them down and then I had sticky here, and they seemed like it wasn't finished. So I just took another label, and I only cut it in half because I already had this stuck down, and I stuck it behind here. So I would suggest, if you're doing something like this, to just make 2 labels, stick this between them so that it looks finished. Okay, and I'm going to do that with this. This will work out nicely. So we're going to do the happy birthday, and I love this happy birthday. So again, this is the Scalloped Blooms set. I love all of the fonts, the big happy birthday, thinking of you, thank you. And this is really nice, wishing you a day of relaxation, happiness, and love, but no way it's fitting in there. So another card. So we're just going to put this right in the center here, happy birthday. And we'll close this up, put that away. And what we're going to do, let's put this down first. And this will go right here. Look at the top, and just kind of even borders. Okay, nice. And then this, we're going to add these to the back. And I picked this because this is that background color, and we don't want these hanging off the card. So I'm going to just make sure that they're not too far, and I'm just going to put them down with Scotch tape. Super easy, nobody will know. And we'll just put Scotch tape right back here. You can use whatever you want. Okay, and then we're going to just offset this a little bit. Okay, I like that. So we'll just put some of this down right over there. And then we can put this down with dimensionals, and we only wanted to put dimensionals over here, nothing over here, or it'll stick down. So I'm going to turn it like this, get my dimensionals. Do I have dimensionals? And we'll just put them down on this side. Super simple, and I think it's pretty. Again, especially if you have a scene. Rachel did it with that scenic coastal or caustic scenic, whatever it's called, the one with all the beautiful sunsets, and that was really pretty. She's really amazing. So we're going to just put this like this. So this is a nice border, and it gives you something over here so it's not so plain. Okay, I feel like this is over a little bit. So I should have told you when you close this, make sure it covers that. I had to make sure with this. So I'm going to just lift this up a little bit. Where's my tool? So I'm just going to get, this is the all-purpose tool from Creative Memories that I had from years ago. But as I mentioned before, they do still sell it. It's called all-purpose tool. I think it used to be called a sticker remover. So what I did was I had it too close to the edge, so when you close the card, it was showing. So before we stick this down too hard, let's close the card. So I would suggest you do that. So there you go. Okay, so this worked out. Okay, so here's your card. Let's see, I was trying to decide whether we want to put these butterflies or the in color dots, or dots. So I think we'll do the butterflies. These are the in color butterflies. So there is the if I can get it open, there is the peaceful pine. Something stuck in there. And we'll use our your pick tool, all these tools, and we'll put one there. Let's put a couple of little ones. One there, and we'll put one there. Where? Here. Okay, you could put them over here as well. So this is the, let's see, 3-panel Z-fold card. And I'm sure I've made a 3-panel Z-fold card before, but not like this. So this is from my calendar, my inspiration calendar, which I send to my email subscribers. So there is a link below to subscribe to my email, and you can get this in your email every month. So I always make a Friday fun fold. So next week we're going to make a center column pop-up card. I do sketches, I do color combos, and then these are just ideas for you to be inspired, or reminders to send your birthday cards and things like that. You could look at the color combos and the sketches on my blog, on my Facebook page, and I do the video every Friday. So thanks for joining me, and just one more plug. I have my card club designed for August, so it's featuring the Valley and Bloom designer series paper, and this is one of the cards, and then this is another one, another fun fold, and then this is the last one. So there's a link down below to subscribe to my club. You can subscribe each month for $45, or you can buy just 1 month for $50, and you'll get the supplies to make 2 of each of these cards, so 4 of them, plus a goodie bag to, you know, with a designer series paper and the embellishments. So if you are interested, click down there, or you can always leave me a comment or email me, Patty, P-A-T-T-I, at pspapercrafts.com. Thanks so much, and have a good week. I will see you next Friday.